Hi there, Starting Commando here with my first ever review of a custom Gundam for Joshuagundamu's custom Gundam contest. Um, there's the source parts there, my entire collection, all of which are 1/100 master grades, and this is my review of Weegie Gundam. Weegie being slang for Glaswegian. Named by the pilot, uh, McNutt, a Glaswegian martial artist who trained in Japan, specialising in kickboxing. Um, the backstory of this Gundam is in an alternate, is a future alternate G arc, uh, just in time for the 19th Gundam fight. Rabbit Nut being the representative of Neo Scotland, hence the mainly blue colouring of this mobile suit, the red taken for the blood spilled in the great battles in Scotland in history. Um, the source parts in this mobile suit were from a master grade sword slash launcher strike Gundam, from which the sword backpack, the beam sword, the head and the torso are taken from. The arms come from a version 2.0 Gundam Mark II. The waist, legs and feet come from the 1/100 master grade Gundam Astray Blue Frame second revise. Now, for articulation, we have a ball joint at the head attached to a levering joint, which allows it to chicken neck, like so. It's quite hard doing this, my first review. Here it is. Also has a Concern 360, because there's no change there. We notice there's no shoulder armour, again because this was designed for close combat and such. The nature of the fighting style meant the arms and the shoulders were away from the opponent most of the time. There was no need for shoulder armour. At the shoulder, can rise up, can come forward and goes back away. Rotation here. Arm can also go out and point straight up. Full 360 there. Double jointed elbow and a ball joint at the wrist, allows for good range of motion and rotation. The hands are a fairly standard affair on master grade from the 2.0 series and onwards, in which the three fingers are together. I took a penknife to them to separate them. The index finger is separate, all which are on ball joints, and the thumb is on a ball joint. There's also a peg in the hand, which makes gripping the beam rifle easier, also taken from the Mark II. The torso can go forwards and backwards, side to side, which some fell off there, and can manage about 60-70 degrees of turn, maybe 45 rotation. The waist armour can break away slightly and go up. I don't know if you see that, it's too subtle. I apologise for the poor quality. This also has a tendency to fall off. That that enables the legs reach to extend further. With these legs, I have managed to do an overhead kick, freestanding. That was before I switched the torso with the strike. That was when I only had the blue frame. The legs are on a ball joint to the waist with two posts. Oh, it's a post system that imitates a gimbal type joint. It can come straight out. Again, the waist armour can pop out and it can go even higher, but not by much. It can come straight out. And it can go that far back before bending the knee. The knee joint is double jointed. It does allow for quite a large range of motion, as well as the separating arm plates. You can see here. The ankle, similar to the masturbated strike and apparently the MSIA strike, is on two ball joints. So I can do that. Also has rather alarming degree of travel to each side and has limited rotation. The foot itself can bend. If you can see that, goes on toes. Rather cool feature of the blue frame, the second device, is hidden blades in the feet. For weapons, it has said physical blades in the feet, counting to 4. 2 additional handheld daggers, again physical blades. The large ship sword, the large beam sword, which is the Sword Striker's anti-ship beam sword. I can only find one of the effect parts. Also, it has the shield from the Mark II, as well as the beam rifle. Changes after the 16th Gundam fight allowed fighters to carry shields into battle, but it did not allow handheld ranged weapons that had larger than a 30 shot capacity. So the beam rifle was designed only to have 7 shot capacity, at which point it drained the power pack. At which point the Weegie Gundam, compliant with the rules, was out of ammo. However, it was designed for the shield to carry 2 additional packs, but these were for emergency uses only. Namely, the usage in successive battles when recharging is not available. I think I've covered just about everything. So yeah, Weegie Gundam, my first custom ever. Hope you enjoy it, and I hope it's better than last place, although I would not expect much. Joshuagundamu's custom Gundam contest. Commando, out.